We're at the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble, and everyone is anticipating who the number 30 entrant could possibly be. And in the words of Michael Cole, it's boss time! The crowd are electric, and Sasha Banks immediately makes an impact as she throws out Zoe Starks and has a quick exchange with Roxanne Perez, although she gets put down to an apprentice by the boss. But then there's a very tense stare down. Naomi and Sasha stare holes through each other. They both walked out the company together and returned together as well. But Tiffany Stratton ruins the festivities as she blindsides Sasha and they start going at it. But Banks is the freshest woman in the match, and it shows as she's able to fend off Tiffany Stratton and once again finds herself confronting Naomi. But this time, someone else steps in the way. And Sasha hits the first strike, and the fight between the two is on. But the entrant order once again gives Sasha an advantage. She overwhelms Bayley. She's on the verge of being potentially eliminated. But that's when Naomi intervenes and chokes the boss out the match. Everyone is shocked, including Sasha, who just watches on in horror at what's transpired. But eventually, the loss sinks in, and she leaves. And on the following SmackDown, it's announced that the Women's Elimination Chamber match will involve SmackDown competitors, and the qualifying matches include the re-signed Sasha Banks, as later on in the night, she is scheduled to have a match against Michin, although before she walks out, she has a backstage interaction with Naomi as she says, "No hard feelings. There was every woman for herself, and we've been through a lot together. But just so you know, if there's a next time, and that's a big if, I won't let that happen again." Sasha warns Naomi, but that isn't the only backstage interaction she has before a match. "So you're really back then, huh? Well, good luck tonight. I'll be watching." And without saying a word, she walks past Bayley for her first match in almost 2 years. And it's a huge opportunity for both her and her opponent Michin, so neither of the athletes hold back. They give it their all to put the other down. Sasha even manages to hit some of her signature offense, but Michin stays in the match. Sasha can't believe it. However, she knows she's got to put the nail in the coffin, so she locks in a bank statement. She wrenches the neck back, and eventually Michin has no choice but to give up. Banks advances, but who else will join her? Well, the following week, the roles reverse between Naomi and Sasha Banks as Sasha says, "Good luck out there tonight. Hopefully you win though, because then we can have a round 2 of the Rumble." And Naomi only says a few words in response. "Thanks, Sasha. I appreciate it." So Naomi goes into her qualifying match, and after a great match, she just manages to put down Kairi Sane, and Damage Control are not happy. They start beating her down. She needs help, but Bayley has been taken out by Io Sky, so all that leaves is Sasha Banks, and here she comes. But she hasn't come empty-handed. She batters Io with a steel chair, then assists Naomi in fending off the Women's Tag Team Champions. And after this, she makes a challenge to the Kabuki Warriors. "You know, me and Naomi, we never lost our Tag Team Championships. We were forced to vacate them. So why don't we see who truly deserves to be called champion? Next week, be ready, because we're gonna come take our gold back." Sasha warns the champs, and immediately following this, Nick Aldis makes it official. But can Sasha and Naomi regain their championships? Well, their match opens SmackDown, and it steals the show straight away. The chemistry between all 4 women are off the charts, but Naomi gets isolated by the champions. She gets double teamed, but she won't stay down. However, the Kabuki Warriors are relentless. They won't stop the beatdown, but all it takes is one move to give Naomi an opening. Can she get the tag? No. Kairi Sane pulls the boss down, and Naomi has to continue fighting against the beastly Asuka. It's beginning to look hopeless for the challengers, but Naomi continues to fight. She won't be denied, and she eventually gets another opening. Can she get the tag? Well, Sasha jumps down, but she didn't realize Naomi was going for the tag, as her sight is set on Io Sky, once again dragging out a lifeless Bayley. But Io runs off, leaving Banks to try and help Bayley. She's taken her eyes off the prize, and Naomi has no more fight. The Kabuki Warriors retain, and Sasha doesn't seem to care. Has tensions begun to form? Well, on the Raw before the Elimination Chamber, this is put into question by the other participants in the Chamber match, but most of all, Becky Lynch calls us out and she says, Wait. You two are good? You know Sasha left you, Naomi, and you don't deserve that. Come on now. Are you two going to be teaming on the rest of us like cowards? Like, I expect that from you, Sasha. You're a snake. But you, Naomi, I didn't expect this from you. And Sasha responds, You're just jealous of our bond, Becky. I bet it's stronger than yours and Seth's. And that sets Becky off, and the two engage in a wild brawl. They fight all over the building, although eventually they make their way back towards the ringside area, but neither of them stand tall. But can Sasha be the one to stand tall inside the Elimination Chamber? Well, she enters at number 3, and she alongside Naomi start double teaming Becky Lynch. It's an unfair advantage. They could eliminate the entire field of competitors due to their numbers advantage, but Naomi has other ideas. She rolls up the boss. It's unbelievable. Sasha Banks is the first one eliminated. Everyone is shocked, but the match rages on without the boss. She even gets interviewed backstage about this, but she doesn't even say a word. And on the following SmackDown, Naomi confronts a disheveled boss as she says, "Look, Sasha, I'm sorry. It was every woman for herself, and I had an opportunity to make my chances of victory go up. Can we move past this or no?" And Sasha seems hesitant to respond, although she eventually does as she says, Yeah, I know, of course. No worries at all. I'd have done the same thing in your position. And now that neither of us have a direction leading into WrestleMania, let's go prove why we deserve to be on that card, huh? And they're scheduled for tag team action next, and they've seemingly moved past their past, and this propels them to victory, with Banks making Chelsea tap. They're ecstatic with their victory, or so you'd think, as Sasha Banks unbelievably turns on Naomi. Why has she done this? Well, you don't find out is after making Naomi pass out on the bank statement, she leaves. And the following week, everyone is wondering why she turned on her partner, but she isn't the only one who did so, as many people are questioning Dakota Kai instead of the boss. And Sasha is not happy with this, as she has a backstage segment later in the show and says, "Are you all really that surprised? Naomi has caused me nothing but trouble ever since we started to team up, and you want to know something? A little secret, if you will? She convinced me to leave the WWE in the first place. And I'm the bad guy? Right, of course, because I was the one who pulled the trigger, because I'm the one with a spine. But Naomi could eliminate me in both my world title opportunities, and that's fine, and we're still a good and healthy team. Yeah, right." And Sasha storms off, although her night isn't done with yet, as when a clearly angry Naomi tries assisting Bianca Belair in fending off damage control, she gets blasted by a kendo stick wielding boss. Sasha sends a message to Naomi, but how will she respond? Well, in the following SmackDown, Naomi stands alone in the center of the ring and says, "Sasha, I'm sorry, but your world title chances were also mine, and I had to take them. But you know what? No more cheap shots. Let's see who truly was the mighty genetic of our team, as this is my challenge to you, Sasha. Me and you, WrestleMania 40. What do you say?" Naomi lays down the challenge, but how will Sasha respond? Well, it's not verbally, as she batters a chair onto Naomi. She swings relentlessly over and over, but then she relents. She stops the punishment and says, "See how easy it is to take you out? Yeah, I'll accept your challenge, because you have ruined the last few years of my life, and I can't get that time back. So for that, I'll make you suffer." And with that, Sasha Banks leaves the corpse behind. But now it's time for the Go Home SmackDown before the biggest show of the year. And there's no more words to be said between the two rivals, as they just fight backstage. No one can separate them. They fight and trash all of the backstage area. Although in the end, Naomi gets the upper hand and hurls her away. But will this result translate to the grandest stage in the mall? Well, we're deep into night 1 of WrestleMania 40, and it's time for the big time grudge match. Who will win? Can Sasha Banks win her first WrestleMania match in 2 years? Or can Naomi do the same? Well, the match is on and these two women aren't holding anything back. Their animosity towards each other is on full display, and it translates into phenomenal in-ring action. They're doing whatever it takes to pick up the win, but Naomi is starting to get on top. She's hitting kicks onto Sasha, but as she's looking for a roundhouse kick, the ref gets pulled in the way. It's unbelievable by Sasha, but she takes the opportunity to do something one of her idols used to always do: lie, cheat, and steal, as she nails Naomi with brass knuckles. It's a disgraceful act by the boss, but she doesn't care. She locks in the bank statement, and with the referee getting up, Sasha wins. She overcomes one of her past demons, but she has her eyes set on another.